Hey guys, it's Mr. Gary coming to you live. I'm finding my old man glasses so I can read the book. I went to read the book and I'm like, I can't see. Why? Because I don't have my glasses on. And these are not my glasses I use to read. Oh, aha. There we are. Now we're cooking with gas, as my dad used to say. So, welcome, all my friends, to another edition of Story Time with Mr. Gary. Me, Mr. Gary. Brittany's in the back today, working from home, watching all this stuff. So thank you, Miss Brittany. Hey, Shane, how are you? So yesterday was a momentous book. F is for farts. I know. I'm still reeling from reading that book. But so today, I wanted to read a really, I think, a classic Madeline. I remember reading this to my kids when they were so tiny, and I just loved the sing-song, and Brittany and I were talking when they made it into a movie. Man, that was it. And Christopher loves this movie. So who do we got here? We have Shane, Adrian, Liam. Hey, Liam. We got Randy. We got Jaden. We got Connor, Dawn Marie, Stacy, everybody. So Madeline by Ludwig. I like that name, Ludwig. B. Mellons? I think that's how you say it. I never looked who wrote it before. So, remember how the story starts? It's a classic line. Are you ready? In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines. Oh, so it's in Paris. House is covered with vines. Hey, Pono. Aloha. Lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. In 2 straight lines, they broke their bread. And brushed their teeth and went to bed. See, you can see Miss Clavel watching. Anthony, Justina, hey. I know yesterday was a crazy day for Bookwise. So Miss Clavel, the nun, took care of these girls because they lived in an orphanage, a really nice house, but because they didn't have moms and dads, and they all lived together and they did everything together. And they smiled at the good because there's so much good in the world, right? So many things to smile at and be happy. And they frowned at the bad because sometimes things are bad out there, but there's always more good than bad. My dad always told me that, and I always told my kids that. There's a lot more good people than bad people, always. And sometimes they were very sad. Why were they sad? Because it was snowing and they couldn't go out for a walk. They left their house at 9:30 in 2 straight lines. I bet they were all nice friends with one another.
Daddy, guess what?
In rain or shine, they always laughed at 9:30. I'm reading a book, Chris.
There's a deleted message computer to Kendall.
Okay, Chris, wait.
Clear. All
nope.
clear.
Here, sit down. Sit down.
No.
Say hello to everybody, Chris.
Everyone.
Say hello to everyone.
Hi.
All right,
Come
Chris.
on, let's do. There's a deleted message, Kendall. There's a deleted message for the Kendall.
All right,
to your room.
Chris, you want to read?
No.
All right.
No, thanks.
Chris says, say
No,
goodbye, Chris.
Go on, everyone.
All right. Chris says goodbye. Sorry for that. He wanted to use my computer, but we have to wait until I'm done reading the story. So we have those 2 little girls in 2 straight lines, and the smallest one was named Madeline. Look how tiny she is, so tiny. She was not afraid of mice. Look, she's actually trying to feed the mice. She wasn't afraid of anything, Madeline. She loved winter, snow, and ice. She loved it all. To the tiger in the zoo, Madeline just said, poo-poo. Look, all the other girls were afraid, but not Madeline was fearless. You know what fearless means? Just strong. We have that shirt, Poac Family Strong, with the woman on there with the muscle. That kind of fearless. Like I could do anything because I got people that love me and people that believe in me. Just like you guys. And nobody knew so well how to frighten Miss Clavel. Because look at her. Can you see her up on the wall balancing? Miss Clavel's like, no! Miss Clavel's habit's like flying off her head because she was just fearless. So in the middle of one night, Miss Clavel turned on her light and she said, something is not right. Miss Clavel had like a sixth sense. She always knew when something was going on. Oh, Chris said hi, Jaden, too. Little Madeline sat in the bed. She cried and cried. Her eyes were red. You see little Madeline there crying, and she's holding her stomach. She was really sick. Did I miss a page? Oh, I did miss a page. And now, soon after Dr. Cohn came, he rushed out to the phone. So the doctor looked at her and said, uh-oh, we got to get her to the hospital. And he dialed Dantone 106. Nurse, he said, it's an appendix. Oh, no. Everybody had to cry. Not a single eye was dry. Madeline was in his arms in a blanket, safe and warm. So the doctor's taking Madeline to the hospital, but all her sisters that she lived with, her friends that she called sisters, they were crying because they loved Madeline so much. Hey, Faith. They loved Madeline so much, and they were so worried about her having to be rushed to the hospital in the middle of the night. In a car with a red light, they drove out into the night. See the ambulance? You know, Mr. Gary drives the ambulance. I don't know if you know that. So if you ever have to go to a hospital, it might be Mr. Gary who picks you up. How cool is that? Madeline woke up 2 hours later in a room with flowers. So they did the surgery because her appendix burst. And she woke up 2 hours later. She didn't even feel anything because they put her to sleep. And they did everything while she was sleeping. Madeline soon ate and drank. On her bed, there was a crank. That was to like turn it up. Now there's foot pedals we use to move the beds up and down. But in the old days, like when your mom was your age, they had the cranks. And a crank on the ceiling. Oh, and a crack on the ceiling had the habit of sometimes looking like a baby rabbit. See the crack? You guys ever do that? Look at like clouds or twigs or branches or, paneling. You can see creatures or stuff. I love doing that. Now, outside, her window was open. Outside were birds, trees, and sky. And so 10 days passed quickly by because she was just chilling in the hospital room, looking outside how nice it was. And one nice morning, Miss Clavel said, isn't this a fine day to visit Madeline? So look, they got all the girls on the bus. They bought flowers from the flower lady at the flower market, and they went to the hospital to see their dear friend Madeline. Oh, Liam, Mom reads the story to you all the time. It's one of my favorite. It really is. So visitors from 2 to 4 read a sign outside the door. Tiptoeing with solemn face, with some flowers and a vase. So look, each one of the little girls had a flower for Madeline, and Miss Clavel held the vase. And look, they're all so happy to see her. In they walked, and they said, when they saw the toys and candy in the dollhouse from Papa. So look, they were playing with everything, having a good time. I don't know if they were really paying attention to Madeline, though, but I think Madeline just loved seeing all her friends there. But the biggest surprise by far, on her stomach, there was a scar. And she lifted up her shirt just a little, and where her appendix was, where they took it out, there was a scar. And she showed all the girls her scar. But it was time for them to go. Goodbye, they said. We will come again. And the little girls left in the rain. Seems to rain a lot in Paris. They went home and broke their bread, brushed their teeth, and went to bed. But look, the one bed's empty, right? Because who was missing, Faith? Who was still in the hospital? That's right, Madeline. And Miss Clavel, in the middle of the night, Miss Clavel turned on the light and said, something is not right. So she got quickly dressed and, afraid of a disaster, she ran up to the girls' rooms. Miss Clavel ran fast. She was like this, running so fast up the stairs and faster. Watch, ready? That was fast. And then she said, please, children, tell me what is troubling you. And look, they're all crying. They're all crying. And all the little girls cried, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. We want to have our appendix out too. I guess they saw how great it was for Madeline to get all the gifts, and everybody was making a big deal, and they were so nice to her. So they all were feeling maybe a little jealous and wanted her appendix out too. So Miss Clavel said, good night, little girls. Thank the Lord you are well. And now go to sleep, said Miss Clavel. And she turned out the light and she closed the door. And that's all there is. There isn't any more. That was really cute. There was a little bit more. The little bit more was Madeline came home the next day, and they were all so happy to have their friend home with them, and it was really fun. So that was a cute little story. It's a classic story, and they made a movie about it. Who here's? Randy's here. Oh, Glenn. Glenn. Chris always asks. Glenn and Chris went to school together when they were little over at Newberry School. So he asks for Glenn all the time. That's awesome that you're on here. Hopefully you got to see him go by. I think that's it. We are doing something different with our Zumba. So Zumba classes with the amazing Natalia and Mercedes at 2:30. It's going to be a Facebook Live on Natalia's Facebook page. It's actually Mercedes Natalia, I think is the name. Right, Brittany? Yes. There's a link, though, right on our page. Just go to the link. So you have to go to her page to watch it. And if you go to her page, she has a bunch of different Zumbas, other classes. If you're really interested, you could see it. But POAC is sponsoring it, and it's just easier to do it through her page because we've been having problems with getting permission to play all the nice songs that she likes to play. So hopefully you like that, and you're very welcome, Pono. Tomorrow's book, Famous by Dr. Seuss. Oh, The Things You Can Think. That's how it's called. The Things You Can Think, or The Things You Can Think. The Things You Can Think. Miss Brittany's corrected me. I can see her. You can't see her, but I can see her. So, The Things You Can Think by Dr. Seuss. Read to you by the one and only Mr. Gary. So hopefully you would come back tomorrow. Today is Zumba. Tonight we have our online support group. If Miss Teresa remembers to send the link out. Miss Teresa, hopefully you're watching this and you're going to send the link out. So it's just not Stacy and you talking to each other for an hour. Seriously, moms and dads, the support groups run by the Warriors, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. To be able to talk and connect, especially during this time, it's just great. It's just great. So that's 8 o'clock tonight. Hopefully you would join us. I'm going to try to make the one tonight. I will try to be there. So that's it, guys. We have lots of fun stuff coming up. Make sure your mom and dad check the website. Oh, June 15th, next Monday. Danny from Zoo Jersey is coming with some great animals. It's going to be awesome. Really, really incredible stuff. Make sure you do that. And I think that's it. Jaden, if you really want it, I might order the P is for Poops book. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. A couple of people are asking. I think I need 7 people to say they want the P is for Poops book, or else I'm not doing it. So Jaden's 1. I need 6 more, guys. I guess that's it today. Mr. Gary's here all day. If Poac is always here. Miss Brittany, Miss Simone, Dr. Bobby, Mr. Gary, we're here. We're email, phone call away. Anything you need, we're here for you. And we're so excited. We're going to be seeing you guys again, surfing and days at the farm and pirate ships and lots of fun stuff, barbecues, lots of fun stuff. We're starting small because we have to. Like Connor, he voted for the poop plug, so 5 more. Adrian voted for it, 4 more. Pono, 3 more. I need 3 more yeses for the poop book. 3 more. Anybody? It could be a mom or dad too if you want. So I guess that's it. Miss Brittany, anything else, or we're good? So until tomorrow, when I'm reading that really good Dr. Seuss's book at 11:15 with story time with Mr. Gary, just know I love you. I miss you guys. I can't wait to see you all. I'm so excited. And I'm glad that Chris is in the office with me. He popped in to say hi. Bye, guys. Love you.